congratulations to our Dr Hilary.
Yay!
Yes!
Who has...
you old smoothie, you.
been given an MBE by the Queen for his services to practically everybody, frankly, during the pandemic.
92 years of broadcasting. Hilary, serious question. You've been in this game a long... How long have you been on TV?
32 years.
32 years. And a doctor for how long?
40 years.
No.
There you are in your early days, pre-surgery.
Changed a
44
bit.
years.
Yeah. What did it feel when you finally got the letter? How does it work? Do you get phoned up? Do you get the letter? I've obviously been cruelly ignored. So.
You have. So I had a letter from the Cabinet Office saying that this was for services to public broadcasting, medical practice and
how did you feel when you read those words? Serious question. When you read those words, how did it make you feel?
Did you well up?
Oh, look, no, I was thrilled, obviously, but humbled as well, because certainly in the last year, I'm aware that so many people are deserving, much more deserving than me, of an honour from the Queen. There's been people who've sacrificed their lives, put their lives on the line, worked so hard, and so I felt humbled and thrilled at the same time. And you know, what I do is my passion, and I will just carry on doing that, working for the charities I'm involved in. And carrying on trying to put out good messages with good perspective on public health and
You have been a very calm voice of reason at a time when we were all extremely worried. You know, there was a degree of panic around, wasn't there? People very concerned.
Sure.
And you've just been very measured and wonderful calmness.
You've also become, let's be honest, the pandemic pin-up.
And when we asked you,
the
Dr.
dishy
Hilary,
doc, the
for a
pandemic pin-up.
photograph to celebrate the fact that you're now an
Hilary gave
MBE.
us
This
of
is the one you
himself
gave
as a
us.
young man.
Those were the days. Yeah, isn't age
Was
cruel?
that when you were working for Baywatch?
There is the Hasselhoff feel to that.
I had hair. That's all my own hair then.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What are you going to say to the Queen if it's the Queen?
Oh, hi, ma'am. I should say thank you, and I just keep on the good work. You know, keep on the hard work.
Yeah.
Did you get congratulations from any unusual quarters?
Yeah, I mean, I had lots of a busy weekend. Lots of people sending in. I mean, obviously trolls as well. You know. No, absolutely.
You get
trolled,
Hilary.
No, people who've disagreed with my opinions about the pandemic have been quite vile in their messaging, and you know, one just has to ignore that. You just ignore that. And you take the good messages, because I think we all know that people remember the one message that's horrible, and that's the one you look at rather than the hundreds that you.
Actually, I'm more the other way. I remember the good ones because they're slightly less.
The bad ones don't exist to you, do they, Piers?
Slightly less plentiful.
Well, Dr. Hilary, I'm sorry about that, because I mean, what is wrong with people? Honestly, what is wrong with people?
There's lots of morons out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of armchair epidemiologists, amateur epidemiologists who know nothing.
There's a few of them
no
in this building,
experience,
mate,
but
as we know.
They can influence thousands of people,
Yeah.
and even Donald Trump has been reprimanded by Twitter. Hasn't he?
Well, he's got immunity. He's got this sort of powerful glow, this incredible glow of immunity around him now. Hasn't
On
he?
that point, though, here's a serious question about Trump. So Trump's obviously trying to turn. He's got 3 weeks left of the election. Literally, it's 23 days, right? Trump. He says, you know, he's been cured. He's got immunity, he's been told. He's got this warm glow, right? Blah, blah, blah. But there is, interestingly, Bill Gates and others have responded to the particular treatment he got of...
Regeneron?
Not the dexamethasone or the other one, but this new cocktail of drugs, which...
The Regeneron one, the antibody.
The Regeneron, yeah. Hilary, there does seem to be some excitement about this. What is it? Trump could get it because he's a president. Is it going to be widely available, and how effective do you think it is?
Well, trials will have to be conducted to make sure it is as effective as it's claimed. It's an antibody cocktail. It also contains remdesivir, an antiviral agent. He was on dexamethasone. It was a combination of things. I think it was almost sort of blunderbuss therapy, throw everything at him. Not everyone's going to have access, even if these trials show it's effective and safe, because it's very expensive. These monoclonal antibodies are really expensive, so it would completely bankrupt the US if everybody was given it even if it proves to be safe. So we just have to look at the trial results. We shouldn't be rushing things through. The American FDA has already been criticised for fast-tracking hydroxychloroquine, for example, which was then subsequently proved to be ineffective and sometimes dangerous to use with lots of side effects. So we have to do things in a measured way. We have to do the trials correctly. We shouldn't be fast-tracking anything for political gain. And that way, hopefully, we will get a vaccine. But even a vaccine isn't going to be the full answer to this pandemic, because it'll be hopefully helpful for the most vulnerable people to some degree.
But one of the biggest problems with the vaccine, Hilary, isn't it, is that there's already the anti-vaxxer brigade.
Sure.
Big protests, and this is gathering momentum of people who just won't have it because they're stupid and because they think that they believe these idiots on social media who think it's, some conspiracy by Bill Gates to make money and to kill us all, which is obviously nonsense. But this is the problem with this kind of fake news world we exist in now, is that people believe this stuff.
It seems incredible to me that people have such short memories. At the beginning of the last century, 1 in 4 children died of infections that are now preventable through vaccination. And vaccines have never been safer. They're very heavily tested. And, of course, there are the very, very rare side effects we see from vaccines. But the population would have been decimated if we hadn't had vaccinations over the last 100 years. And so many millions of people would not be alive today were it not for effective vaccinations. So it is extraordinary how powerful that anti-vaccine
There's also,
is.
Dr Hilary, going to be a concern, on the other hand, about who gets access to the vaccine, because it's not going to be available in the zillions of doses that it's needed right at the beginning, is that? I mean, who will be prioritised? Will it be frontline health workers? Will it be the over 70s who are more at risk of serious illness? Will it be those with underlying health conditions? Do we know yet how it's going to be doled out?
No, a lot will depend on what we find out about the vaccination. Is it as effective in the vulnerable group, the elderly? Do their immune systems react well to the vaccine? Does it give them good protection? What level of protection does it give them? But given, in the expectation that it will protect them to a good degree, they will be given priority because they are the most vulnerable group. Healthcare workers, of course, because they're exposed to many patients and we don't want them getting the virus or transmitting it to their patients. So it will be done on a tiered basis, on a priority basis, and hopefully rolled out across the globe.